morning, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. So we are in between some crazy storms right now, and I popped outside to let the dogs out to go potty, and I noticed I have got tons of wild violets popping up all over the place, and that is probably because of all this awesome rain that we've been getting and this nice 70-degree weather. So what better time than right now in between rains to collect us some wild violets to make some jelly. So let's get to collecting. So you can see all of this purple that you see popping up all over here. These are all your wild violets. These are what you're looking for, and all we need is just the top of them. We don't need these stems. So we're gonna go ahead and pop them off. Got myself a nice mason jar, and we're gonna go ahead and fill this up to 3 cups of wild violets. All right, so now that we've collected ourselves 3 cups of wild violets, let's head inside to do our next step. All right, friends, now that we're inside, we're gonna go ahead and give our violets a nice little rinse in some cool water. I want to also mention that when you are doing this, make sure that you are using flowers that are away from any kind of pesticides and also pets, because I don't think you want to be making jelly out of flowers that might have been peed on by your pets. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put our flowers back into our mason jar. All right, friends, the next step with our violets is we are going to go ahead and fill it to the top with some boiling water. And we are going to create a tea. Look at that color changing already. Ooh, it's so pretty. All right, we're going to take us a lid, put that right on top, put our ring on top of that. And we are gonna let this steep 24 hours. So I'll see y'all back in 24 hours. All right, friends, so our violets have been marinating for 24 hours. We're gonna go ahead and strain all of the flowers from the water. All right, friends, to our 4 cups of violet juice, we're gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now watch, as we pour this lemon juice in, the color is gonna change. Look at that. Turns it right back to that pretty pinky purple that the flower originally was. And now we're gonna go in with 1 packet of sugar gel. All right, now it's time to go ahead and turn on the heat. And we are gonna stir this until it comes to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll go ahead and add our 4 cups of sugar. All right, friends, so we have brought our violet juice up to a boil. We're gonna go in with our 4 cups of sugar, and we're gonna stir that in. And then we are gonna bring this back up to a boil. All right, friends, so it's starting to get to that critical point. Once it comes to a rolling boil that I cannot stop, we are gonna go ahead and put a timer for 1 minute. And you do not stop stirring in that 1 minute. All right, here's that boil. Go ahead and set your timer, 1 minute. And don't stop stirring. All right. Go ahead and turn off your heat and remove it. Now let's go ahead and get our jars ready. All of my jelly jars are soaking in hot water, and I'm now gonna rinse them in hot water. Because you're putting hot jelly into these jars, you wanna make sure that your jars are also very hot. All right, friends, so I've got all my jars here and I've got them on top of a cloth. You do not put hot jars on top of a cold counter. That can cause them to shock and break. Now you see this right here, you can go ahead and skim all this off. Now we're gonna go ahead carefully and ladle or just pour in our jelly to our jars. Make sure you do leave some headspace. Looks like we got just about 6 jars of our violet jelly. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you do notice that you filled one a little bit too much, go ahead and get a spoon and just take some of that out and put it into a jar that has less. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and go in with some white vinegar on a cloth. And then we're gonna go around the rims of our jars to make sure that we got everything off of it. You don't want any jelly on the rims or else your jars may not seal properly. And place these right on top of our jars. And you're only gonna put these on finger tight. Do not tighten these too tight or else it could cause issues in the canning. Now, aren't those pretty? All right, let's get our canner ready so these can go in. All right, friends, so it's now time to go ahead and put our jelly into our canner. All right, when you are water bath canning, you need to make sure that your jars are completely covered with water. That is the water bath method. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid on top and I'm gonna wait to hear this all come up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, I'll go ahead and set my timer for 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to fully process your jelly jars. So I'll see y'all back when this is done. All right, friends, time to take out our jars. And look at how pretty these are. Now we're gonna go ahead and let these cool and you'll start hearing them ping. Once they ping, you know that they have sealed. After 24 hours, you can go ahead and remove the rings and you can label them and then put them in your pantry to store for up to a couple years. All right, friends, and here we have our beautiful wild violet jelly. I was able to make 6 jars of wild violet jelly with that one batch that I showed you. So always remember to take the ring off after 24 hours. Make sure it's been sealed. Do a little tug. If it's sealed properly, this will not come off. And then you want to label it and make sure you put a date and get it down in your pantry. For whatever reason, if this did not seal, you can either reprocess it again or stick it in your refrigerator and use it. All right, friends, thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen today while we made our wild violet jelly. Definitely give this a try. It's amazing. You will not regret spending that little extra time collecting these flowers and turning it into jelly. Let me know in the comments if you tried this and what you thought about it. And until next time, friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all's well and have a blessed day.